Hello everybody, welcome to NightGhost49. Welcome to Astroneer. Very interesting game. But before we get started, I've been sitting on the screen for just a little bit, and I've been sitting here, it's at night, I've been thinking about recording this, but as you can see I have a few saves. One was a stream save, one's an experimental save that I was just playing around with, and one was a Let's Play that I already started. We're going to go with Big Daddy Orange right here. Let's just do that while I talk. I started it, and I realized a few things as I started recording. Astroneer is in pre-alpha. I would say that it's one of the best pre-alphas I've ever touched. And a lot of games that consider themselves beta should probably take note from Astroneer, because they do things quite well, I feel like. Anyway, I'm not going to do that other Let's Play. I am going to hold off on it because... Oh man, this is a good start. Because it got a little repetitive on some things, and then I ended up trudging through just a few things that I didn't want to do. You know, you can eventually build... We're going to collect this resin. You can eventually build a trading platform, you know, and making hydrazine, this power source. I was doing that. Ooh, is there a compound anywhere? This start is weird. Good, but weird. Anyway, I was just trading for everything, and I wasn't doing one of the core mechanics of the game, which was just going out, exploring, and having fun. Instead, I was min-maxing, and I don't normally do that. So I'm going to try really hard to change things up. The other save was, for lack of a better word, kind of tainted for me in my mind, because I just felt like, oh, well, I'm not doing it the exact optimal way, and you guys know that's not usually how I roll anyway. Let's build ourselves a solar panel here while we're just picking up this this compound. Anyway, so I just wanted to say that. So I have a good amount of experience with the game currently, and I think we can have fun with this one. I think we really can. So I'm going to try to get that out of my mind by just coming in here and doing this. One big thing was I made a comment when I first started that. Let's go ahead and get our oxygen up. That I wanted to, you know, do more edits in the video and make, you know, cut out all the stuff that I felt like wasn't fun or interesting. And it ended up being this weird stress and production just goofiness of me being like, oh no, I've got to haul research while doing this, but I should min-max this and that, and then it was just weird. It was just awkward, kind of like this conversation right now. The point is, I wanted to start over, and I've learned a few things that I think are interesting and some that might be less interesting, and I really hope that we can just have a little bit of fun. This game isn't, I'll say it again, pre-alpha. I think the devs have done a fantastic job, but it is in pre-alpha. So let's not be under any illusions that this is packed full of a ton of content and that we're going to be able to play this forever. We're not. We're going to wait for updates. You know, we're gonna do stuff like that, and that's perfectly fine. In fact, it's a lot of fun, and the devs have been doing, like I said, I feel like a good job. I just hope they continue and don't just, you know, oh well, we sold a lot of copies and the reviews are pretty good. They're in the, you know, I think last time I checked, high 80s, low 90s. For quite a few copies actually sold. So let's keep that in mind. Anyway, so my first assessment is we're really close to a mountain. That's good. We have a ton of research. All these plants have research above, and they might actually have something below. You know what? No, they don't. They only have them above. That's really, really good. I think that's hydrazine, if I remember correctly. That's pretty awesome to get right away. We've got some compound nearby, some resin nearby. I saw there's the blue thing over there, which is some like crystallized oxygen. Yep. And there's a little bit of power. So we already have... Oh, there's more resin over there. We already have a lot of stuff nearby. Oh, and there's that little space thing right there that we can pop open and figure out. So we've got a good start. I'm just going to play. I might cut out some stuff. I might edit some things. But I want to kind of remove the pressure from myself to make it this big production thing. Because that's just not the way I roll. I was doing that in an effort to be a better... Honestly, to be more professional and a better entertainer. Because I feel like I've got a lot of good things going on because my community is just wonderful. But I feel like I could add a little bit more production value. And with that, I kind of was like stressing myself out. So I don't need to do that. Okay, we've got a little bit of resin, and it looks like aluminum, but my backpack is currently full. That's okay. We can come back and get the aluminum in a minute. These are tethers. They're made from compound. They link up your oxygen, provide some light. And also, if you've got power production situated in your base, it will do that as well. With that being said, too, I want to put a solar on here before I forget. I'm going to put another one up there right now. I just dumped something on the ground. What did I just dump on the ground? Oh, it's right over here, compound. Jeez, that's kind of funny. Okay, now we need resin to expand the base. I know I'm sure a ton of you have already seen some gameplay, and you can shift-click things in. It's pretty awesome. I don't want to mess up my base, so I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of these extended so I don't mess up the way the layout is. Anyway, I'm not going to overthink that too much. We're just going to have fun. Anyway, I just wanted to say that right away because I did play this on stream, and man, we had a blast on stream. What happened? Hello? It's not... Why isn't that building? That is very strange. Will it not let me do that anymore? Does it have to be on an end? Then can I build out here? There's been a small update. I'm pretty confused, actually. So what I end up doing is I make this extra one so that I can still build here. Because once you finish off and build a station, it's like you're done. And smelter. Anyway, that's weird. I don't know what to think about that. Where was that resin that we saw? We saw some resin somewhere. And also there's a spaceship over there. You can see the big solar panel. We can use that for a massive source of power if we wanted to. There's some compound down that way. I am looking for resin right now, though. I'm probably actually not even going to pick up this aluminum. Let's just look out here without the tethers. If we find it, we'll probably bring out the tethers and do some extension of the base's influence. I'm just going to run over here real quick and take a look. Now, keep in mind I don't have any extra packs or anything like that. Okay, it looks like there's just some research here. And obviously this massive solar panel, which is really cool. Now, solar panel we can hook up via a vehicle. And, hold on. Let me put that down. I hate it when I'm not, like, lined up correctly. Alright, let's go over here to the tether. So you can hook that up via the vehicle, and during the daytime, it produces a ridiculous amount of power. Now, we're not ready for the research, but I'm just going to bring it over anyway and look for the resin. So the resin one isn't out this way. It was somewhere else when I was looking. Hi. I apparently left a hole right there. We're just going to have to get out of here. That was a little silly. Here we go. Let's go. Just drop that. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Come on. Come on. Ah. And, you know, because I don't want to do that again, we'll just do that. There is a flattening tool, which I can do right here. But I don't have the sun out, so I don't have a ton of extra power, and I'm not going to sit there and do that all day. Okay. I'll do it in a minute. We'll get it nice and clean. Because I kind of like to have some smooth areas, mostly just around the base. Alright, there's a bit of research that we will take advantage of soon. Looks like... Oh, is that resin over there? No, there's a lot of organic matter here. All these plants and things like that. And we can definitely take advantage of that because you can make generators that run off of, you know, biomaterial stuff. So we'll probably take advantage of that at some point. There's some O2, some crystallized stuff. Let's go ahead and grab that. This does replenish over time, so us grabbing it now is not a bad thing. There we go. So that filled up our tank and then gave us an extra one on our backpack. Let's see. Oh, the sun is out, so I can do some mining here if I want to. Okay, we've already got a nice cave down there, which will give us some materials like, you know, copper and aluminum and all that good stuff. There's some resin, so let's go ahead and grab this. We've got full power right now. My pack is not completely full, but it's not entirely empty either. I'm burning through the O2, as you can see right here on my pack, so that will actually free up some space. Kind of funny enough. Should I just finish this one off? No, I've got room for like 2 more. So let's go ahead and try to get one and then an additional one after that, because there's probably enough in here to do that. Yep, there we go. All right, let's head back. We're running a little low on oxygen. We're doing just fine on power because we've got the 2 solar panels on our shoulders. we're going to do some expanding out of here. So the smelter is going to take compound, which I think I've only got the one. Oh, I have two. Let's build the smelter. Let's test this again. I feel like... No. Don't be weird. I mean, whatever. Fine. I'll build another thing right here. This is just goofy that it changes behavior, but whatever. What do I expect? Printer is good. We're going to need copper for that, but we'll use the smelter. The smelter currently is not producing any power because this, for some reason, isn't connected. That was actually one of my biggest frustrations in the previous play, but it's one that I can most definitely kind of work through. It's not a deal breaker for me. We're going to go ahead and let that charge. Actually, I don't need it right now, so let's go and take that back. Okay. What I want to do is let's put down the resin. Let's get some compound, and we are going to head down into the mine like right away because I need copper immediately, so I might as well do that. It's a little bright during the daytime. Where's that compound? Oh, it's straight ahead. Okay. Can we put a tether down? Will that connect? Hello? Connect. I don't have a ton of these left. That's actually why I'm going to get the compound. I've got two more. And they only have a limited distance. They do provide light and the connection to the oxygen, so that's good. Alright. Again, daytime. Double power right now with the solar panels. This compound looks like it is a double deposit of it right now. As you can see, it's rather large. So we're going to grab as much of this as we can. And the power is keeping up quite well in the back. I'm using it constantly, so it is trying to do a bit to keep up with it, but that's okay. Alright, is that enough? And there's a little extra. I can have one more. Let's get one more worth. And I'll do a little digging down instead of on the sides. Digging down's a little bit more difficult. Oxygen's at 50. Interesting. Alright, there we go. Got a lot of compound. Let's jump over here to the tether. We'll buy the tether. And while we're here, we'll go ahead and make another, what, 2 sets of tether. And we'll drop off this organic material just to clean things up a little bit. I don't want to hold on to it. I need a bit more room. I'll probably end up dropping off the 2 compound. Oh no, we already did that to make the smelter. So why don't I put the organic material here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 compound. I don't feel like I need all of those right now. Let's put 2 of them away. I've got 2 sets of tethers, which is actually quite a bit. Now, the mine was over here somewhere. It's near the O2. I want to see where it is first before I set up tethers. I don't want to waste them. Yep, it's right here. Okay. Let's run back, and we'll start making the connection. Now, I made this comment before and on the stream in the previous one that I was recording that the tethers are causing some lagging issues. There is a beta build that is actively fixing this, and the devs are getting a lot of feedback from people, so that's really encouraging. But I tend to try to not use too many tethers. But I did kind of test it. I was playing in my own game, and I didn't notice any massive frame rate drops or anything crazy like a lot of people had been reporting. So I'm going to use them a lot during the early game. Okay, there's some resin. That's good. We're actually not here for resin or compound, which, wow, we found quite a bit. Those are some early game things that you definitely need. Well, you need them all throughout the game, to be completely honest. Oh, jeez! Okay, that green funk cloud is an enemy plant that does not like my presence here. He is going to spit all that nonsense at me anytime I get a little too close. Okay. What I'm looking for, though, is copper, which I'm not seeing yet. That is aluminum. Okay. And let's get another tether up here. I'm going to go attack that plant, and let's take those things out. Stay far enough away. You have to break the ground under them, basically. There we go. Okay, one of them popped. Second one popped. And that one's kind of on an edge. It's going to be weird. Okay, so the 3 of them are gone. Nice. Where can I put the tether that would make sense? Is that good? Okay, that's good. All right. So again, underneath the plants, there's all that research. We're going to have to grab that up. And I think what I'm going to do is I got to the point where I have like a bunch of research I wanted to grab in my previous game, and I just made it too much of a big deal to like gather it all up in one trip, and I made this chain of like rovers, which was actually kind of funny. And I probably will do something like that again because of the hilarity that ensued. But I just put too much stress on like min-maxing, and I don't normally do that. Now there should be some research on this plant right here as well. Let's take a look. Yeah, there's a bit of research right there. We don't have the research station up right now, so we don't need to worry about that per se. Oh, okay. We got some greenies. Greeny meanies. Come on, let's get a little closer. Okay, one of them's down. The middle one's down. Okay, that guy's not. Okay, that one's down. That one's down. He did let off a little puff. A little puff of gas. And as long as you don't, like, stay in it too long, it doesn't do too much to you. But it can very quickly take you down. It'll just kill you. And then you'll have to respawn back at your little habitat. Okay. So, again, there's 1, 2, 3, and then also research sitting right there. So we have a plethora of research. One of the gating factors in this game to get all the tech that you need. I am not finding any copper, which is a little disconcerting, but I also know that if we just keep looking, we will most definitely find it. Keep putting these tethers up, which is nice. It's lighting things up. Oh, we're already out. Okay, well, we'll just make some more. I'll make 2 more, I think. Because we still got compound up on the surface. And then we also have compound that we found at the entrance of this cave, kind of on that entrance ramp. So we'll use those as well. Gosh, look at all these plants with research on it. It's just insane. Okay, that's power, that's oxygen if I need it. They're in abundance here in the cave, at least for some initial exploring. That's hydrazine. That is more research. That is more hydrazine. This rendition of the Terran planet seems a little different than the other ones I've played. I'm just going to do a little exploratory walking around here. Hydrazine? No, that's resin. I don't usually see resin out here very much. Huh. Okay, let's run back over here. Connect up to our tether. Very nice. And what about this way? Okay, there's some more green guys spitting stuff at me. I think we should explore down here a bit more. I was thinking about maybe going back on the surface and seeing if I can find copper out there, which normally is not the case. I should just say that. The tethers on the ceiling are kind of nice, but they're not going to be able to reach because this area is just so large. This opening is really cool. Oh, too close. Too close, too close. Okay. Let's dig these guys out. I think they give you a little bit of residual power. Yeah, yep, that's what I'm seeing. Okay. There, that one's down. That one's down. Okay, let's get this one. Not currently connected to the tether. Very nice. Let's get a tether out here. There's some more greenies over there. And the white ones, those white plants, they suck. They will, if you get close, they just spike you. It's kind of crazy. And that is more aluminum. So I have a ton of aluminum. Interesting. I'm used to seeing a good amount of aluminum, but you at least get some copper. Okay, let's do this. Let's kill these dudes. Okay, that guy's done. That guy's done. We've got a couple more, and they're in here with the aluminum. Can I get a tiny bit more power to finish off what I've got? Okay, there we go. Alright, now let's go get this aluminum, and then also kill off these dudes at the same time. We are like an invasive species on this group. Come on, there we go. Nice. Alright. And then we'll pull a tether down, probably right there. And, oh, there's another one. And he just released the spores. I killed him, though, so he won't be able to do that again. Alright, so again, I'm not seeing the copper that I need, which is a bit of a bummer. But we'll deal with it. Let's grab... Oh, I'm like completely full, aren't I? I've got 2 more tethers that would free up 1 slot. I don't know how much other stuff I have. Oh, is that research? There's just some research chilling right there. Odd. Huh. Usually it's like the plant stuff down here, or the mineral stuff, not the, not like the tech from spaceships and whatnot. Oh, right there. There's the copper. Yep, malachite, copper ore. So I've actually got a lot of power. If I can work off the grid, I will burn through this power very quickly. So if I can quickly just gather up all of this aluminum while not using the power from the tether. Actually, I don't think I have power coming from the tether now that I think about it. So let's just grab up all this stuff. I might end up dropping a little bit of material on the ground, but that's not really that big a deal. Is there any more? I would like to think there is. Oh, there's some right here. Will that finish off? Okay, perfect. Did I drop it? Please tell me I did not. I didn't. Okay. So 1, 2, 3 aluminum. Now I really need... Oh, we've got more tethers. But now I really need to get that copper. O2 is looking fine. Let's just snag up all this copper. We're going to need that to start really building. So this is a good find. I'm glad that we pushed on a little bit more. And we found all this. So I've still got a ton of power that I'm trying to burn through. So we'll do that. I could just throw it on the ground, but honestly, I could use it to get this stuff anyway, so not that big a deal. Yep, see, I just dropped some, but I'm almost done getting rid of a little power node. Okay, is there any more? Yep, there's a little bit more there, a little bit more there. Running a little low on oxygen, so I am going to have to jump back over to where the tethers are. Oh, come on. 2's at 25%. Okay. I'll be able to grab that. Let's see. What do I have in my bag right now? Oh, it's empty. All right, never mind. Let's just grab that. And I just wanted to finish it off, though. Is there any way that I can finish this? Is there any malachite up here at all? Nope. That's a bit of a stinker. All right, well, that's fine. How many do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, and I have 3 of the aluminum as well. Yeah. That is a big, honking huge cave. I'm not going to be able to fill all that in on the power sources I have right now. Alright, well, we've got what we need. Let's run upstairs. Oh, I am getting power. The solar panels that I put on are transferring power. I am going to grab this as well. And this was kind of the stuff that I was, like, stressing about before. I was, like, making these big vehicle setups to come down and just haul all this stuff. And then I ended up making a base down here, which I'm not going to show, but I would like to redo some of that with the things that I learned about wind power and the caverns and things like that. It's very interesting in my opinion. There's a geyser there we can't do anything with. It would be cool if we could do geothermal power. It makes me kind of think of RimWorld, to be honest. So that's kind of neat. So I'm going to take this up here. I want to end the video on what tech we're going to get out of this. If it's tech or if it's a rare mineral or whatnot. I kind of want to see what that is and see it with you guys. I don't want to do any of those off camera because I think the research is kind of one of the fun parts of, hey, we explored or whatever, what the heck do we get out of it? I think it'll be good. So I do have a bit of tethers. I've got my 2 solar panels, got the aluminum and the copper ore. We'll just run home. Oh, I don't have my research station up. But I think I can build one with the stuff I've got. I think that's what we were saying. I already have the smelter. I need to make the printer, and then I need to make the research station, and those are the kind of first building blocks that you need. So let's throw that down. All right, copper. But again, smelter first. Let's grab that solar panel off of here and place it somewhere else. We'll just put it over here. It's not doing... It wasn't doing anything over here, but which is unfortunate. And it looks like our power is going to run out very soon. So let's get all the copper on there. And I think you can mix and match this and it'll just smelt it. You'll see what I mean. Yeah, so aluminum, copper, 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 and then we'll come over here to the printer. Say copper, build. Very nice. And see, look, it's slowly charging, but with the sun going down, it's not really going to work. See, no power. I guess I could... Oh, wait. You know, we can do this. We can build a generator with 1 copper, because I've got 1 copper left over. So we can take the generator, and then we'll grab this organic power, or this organic material, and this is what we can do. We can actually just put it right here, and it'll charge this up. And then I will... let's get our aluminum over here. Once that's charged, I'll move the generator over, or we'll see if this will connect. They should connect, but it doesn't always work. So this will get charged up. We'll make a decision on what we're going to build there. Yeah, it is charging up. Perfect. Okay. So what do I want to make with this? Nothing yet. I would like to take this resin and put it here. And then we'll make the research station. Research does need compound, which I'm glad I didn't build anything here yet. I need the compound over here. There we go. And that's not fully charged. So let's get the organic material, put it on the generator. We'll have it finish this. Oh, it's actually charging up the research first. That's kind of nice. All right, well, it looks like our power is working the way it should. Oh, I've got 2. I wonder if I could do 2 tonight. I'm going to put a tether out here just for light. Okay, that thing is still rocking and rolling, and then it's going to finish off the smelter, too. It does take quite a bit of energy to do research, which, you know what, I think is a good idea. Research is really strong, so it needs to be counterbalanced a little bit. All right, once that's done, we'll just click this off and open it up. See what we get. Maybe we can do both of these in the first episode. Okay, this is going to be a tech. Drill head or something nonsensical that I don't need. Okay, fuel condenser, kind of important. That's the one that I feel like is incredibly powerful. Let's go ahead and smelt with the power that we have right now. And we'll gather up a bit of material. Right, some of this organic. Oh, the stuff with the tufts on the top is what gives me organics. Alright, that makes more sense now. Alright, cool. And we will put that on here and let that charge up. I think I'm going to make a cut here. We just got the fuel condenser. That's great. I'll let some power charge up, and then when we come back, hopefully it'll be closer to daytime. We can finish up the research on the other one, and then we'll see what else we need to build the next set of stuff. I think it's compound, so we can get some more solar panels and whatnot. But thanks everybody for joining. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going to record a chunk of these together before I produce them, but give it a thumbs up so people can see and to let me know if you're liking this. So thanks again. I'll see you guys next time. Later.